hello there. Welcome to the All Aboard Railroad series, which is powered by steam and imagination. As you all know, I'm Alfonso from the AS Blind Made Production Multimedia Art Studio. In this series, we'll be focusing more on trains, model railroad, guarding railway, bringing accessibility into the hobby, and other railroad-related topics. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the AS Blind Made Production Multimedia Art Studio. As you know, I'm Alfonso. Today, I have someone who will be joining me from ALAMOGORO, New Mexico. We'll be discussing part 2 on accessibility in the model railroad and also covering some 3D printing. Now I'm going to bring up Kate Fontana, who is the manager of the Toy Train Depot in ALAMOGORO, and Phil Sulu. Welcome.
Thank you, Alfonso.
Thank you,
How have you been?
Alfonso. And I'm no longer working at the train depot, Alfonso, just to let you know.
You're no longer there?
No, I'm in the process of moving.
Oh, so you just resigned?
Yes, I've resigned.
Oh, okay.
And Phil's sad.
Well, I can see that. It's hard, believe me, it's hard. You know, I hope you have a good manager.
I think we got a good one back.
She's a good one.
Now, we're going to talk about part 2 on the accessibility. I know I couldn't cover everything the last time. Last time we covered on accessibility on part 1. Now, Kate, let me ask you this. Have you ever encountered any difficulty in the past related to the model railroad, low vision in general? You haven't encountered any difficulties, any challenges?
Let me think about that one for a minute. I would say probably the biggest challenge that I have faced would be differentiating the sounds of the train since I can't see them. Being able to tell where they're derailing and decoupling and all of that just by going by sound instead of by sight.
Right.
And that's been a difficulty for me.
Yeah, that's understandable. So I kind of see that as a challenge. That's a challenge.
If you have multiple trains running at the same time, like I said before, you have to basically run them one at a time to be able to tell what's going on with each one. Otherwise, it's really easy to lose track and big accidents happen.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I had an accident the other day, had a derailment the other day where I had a short circuit on the layout where my locomotive got stuck on a turnout and smoke started coming out from the turnout.
Oh goodness.
Where did
It got
happen?
Yeah. At a turnout.
Turnout and bridges.
Bridges, definitely.
Where all trains, not just our model trains, but
Right.
all trains, including all the regular trains. 2 hardest places, turnouts and bridges.
Right. I don't know why they derailed in those 2 places.
Got to talk to the duty experts on that one.
I think it's
No.
part of Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law. There you go. It's Murphy's fault.
Yeah. Yep. But I noticed on the rail train. Now, what I'm noticing that on the rail train, the flanges on the wheel are very thin on the real railroad. Like it doesn't go past the railhead versus the model train.
That could be where the problem was. Why they have a problem at the switches, which is of course
Right.
in the yard mostly.
Right. Because I can see the flanges not deep enough to go
Right.
past the railhead.
Trying to save money. It's all about
Yeah.
the money. You know that. It's all about the
Oh
money.
yeah. And you hear now these days you hear about the railroads making their trains longer. Union Pacific merged with Norfolk Southern.
They guys still make money. They make
Yeah.
money by hauling freight.
Yeah. and I think Canadian Pacific merged with Kansas City Southern.
Is that deal finalized yet?
Yes, the Kansas City Southern and Canadian Pacific, that's been finalized.
Okay.
I think about over a year ago that was finalized, a couple of years ago. But Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern, I think it's still ongoing.
I think it's finalized, and here's the reason why I think that. I haven't read it, so this is my thought, personal thought. The reason I think it's finalized is because they've already done the planning for Big Boy going on to North Fork Southern Railroads starting in June. Big Boy's leaving in June, the beginning of June, and it's going to, when it gets past Chicago, it's going to be on North Fork Southern Rails, all the way from Chicago all through that whole loop that they're going to do. North Fork Southern wouldn't allow them to do it unless the deal's finalized. If the deal's not finalized, they could still be liable for anything that happened to Big Boy. Well, Union Pacific doesn't want it. North Fork doesn't want it. Deal has to, so my logic says they've already finalized it. If they've got the plans are in place now, exactly where the stops are and when they are.
But yeah, I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, I haven't heard officially that they're done, but unofficially, I think it's a done deal, and that's why they went ahead with the plans for Big Boy going back east.
I have a guy here in my neighborhood, and he worked for Union Pacific. He's a safety director for Union Pacific here in Colorado.
Yep, UP is now the largest railroad in the United States.
And they have always been. They were one of the first ones.
Right.
Since the 1800s. Because they're the one who had the Golden Spike.
They're half of it. The other one was Central Pacific out of California.
I believe it was Southern Pacific. Because I remember like in 95, they merged with Union Pacific.
Something like that, yeah. Southern Pacific.
It was Southern Pacific.
Yes.
Because I remember seeing Southern, it used to be Southern Pacific years ago.
Yep. Most of the West was, except for Union going into Utah.
But I remember before 95, I used to see a lot of Southern Pacific locomotives, Paso.
That before me. I didn't care about trains back then. I was a computer geek. Computer geeks don't care about trains.
Right. Computers were different back then. I remember.
And I was one of the, I could say I was one of the ones that built their own. I did. I built my own computer. But there wasn't much to it then.
No.
Then Nintendo came out and, oh, wow. It only took 15 minutes for it to load.
Yeah, I remember that. Windows 3.1.
And you were happy.
Yeah.
And you were happy it did. It took, you went and had lunch, you came back, oh, it's finally done. And you were happy. Now we're happy. We're not happy if it doesn't load in 3 minutes.
Right. I think technology has changed over the years. I remember my first exposure to Microsoft Windows 3.1 was in 1997 in the 7th grade. My first experience with Microsoft Word.
I used to play with the cards.
Solitaire?
No, the floppy cards.
Oh.
I remember those, Phil.
The data card.
I remember those.
I used to, you know what I did? I played a game with the companies that sent their cards out for billing. All you had to do is take a hole punch, put an extra couple holes in it. They tend not to like that very much. Did you know that?
No. Now, Kate, have you ever experienced some sort of discrimination or some sort of rejection because of having a disability in the past?
Ooh.
Yes, I have. Not with the job I just left. I didn't face any discrimination or anything with that job, thank goodness. The board was really, really good with me on that one. But I got hired reluctantly for a job back in 2013 working for the school system in another state, and I had went with my job coach, and they were not going to hire me because of my blindness. The only reason they hired me is they said, we'll hire you if we get a reimbursement. And
That is bad.
and so they reluctantly hired me. Well, in the process, I guess I did a really good job, because when I got ready to move, again, it was a moving situation, they said, well, if you would have stayed, we would have hired you full-time with full benefits. And in the process, they ended up hiring another person with disabilities. I was the first person with disabilities they had ever hired before.
Wow.
I've also faced discrimination when it comes to school. I had to basically tutor myself through math in college because my professors refused to teach me because I couldn't see the whiteboard.
That is terrible.
And
you know what?
Yeah, so I've faced a lot more discrimination than that, but those are the two instances I can really think of where I faced quite a bit of discrimination. When I was working, when I was doing interviews for the school system here in New Mexico, there were several times that I would go in there and I wouldn't use my cane at first, just so that I could kind of get a judgment on what their attitude was about blindness. And they had no problem hiring me until I brought my cane out. As soon as I brought my cane out, they didn't want to hire me anymore. Their whole attitude shifted.
That is terrible. Sorry to hear that.
But
I'll
since
tell you
then,
what.
I've had a lot of luck. Like I said, with this last job, it was really, really good. I had some wonderful employers, and they worked with me, and they were really patient, and they even assisted where they could, and we had no problems.
That's good. I'm glad to hear.
So I'm really grateful for the board of the trustees here at the train depot, because they were the first ones that really gave me a chance, and I'm really appreciative of them for that.
Man, that's amazing. That is amazing.
But yes, I
can't
have
believe-
faced a lot of discrimination. So
And I believe it. I'm gonna tell you what. When I was growing up in high school, I had a lot of problems. Had too many accidents. I was not aware of my blindness at the time, till later on in life.
mhm.
I was having too many accidents in high school, especially in Alamogoro and Las Cruces. My worst accident I had in Las Cruces at Oñate High School is when I fell 25 feet down coming down from the second floor.
Oh,
I got pushed and trampled because the way they built from the first floor to the second level at the high school in Las Cruces, they're like 75 feet above. So it takes like 3 flights of stairs coming down.
Wow.
So I fell off the first flight
Sorry to
coming
hear
down.
that. It's
and I
rough.
went 25 feet straight down. And I tell you what, I was very lucky. I did not hit my head because I would have been gone.
Yeah, you were very blessed that you didn't get more injured than that.
Because I did injure my foot and my wrist, but that was about it.
I've done some injuries to my foot because of my vision loss. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, and then in Alamogordo, I remember in high school I had so many accidents too. And I remember I had one accident where I slipped and fell in the common area on a ramp. And it turned out that someone purposely put ketchup all over the floor.
Oh, goodness.
And
Yeah,
then,
kids can be kind of
Did
mean.
Did they find out who did it, and did they do it on purpose?
They don't know who did it. But when I had the accident, security caught me right there. Remember, security came running and they escorted me to the office to get checked. And then I remember in high school, I think in my senior year, had another kid. He liked pushing people around, and I remember he pushed me in the hallway. I didn't see him until I fell and hit a glass display case.
I'm sorry to hear that, Alfonso.
And you know what happened? I got taken to the office to get checked. I was sent to go for a medical evaluation to make sure I was okay because I broke glass. And the kid that pushed me, he got expelled because they told me it was involving a visually impaired.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because me being visually impaired, the consequences were more serious.
Yep.
And I said, well, I'm sorry. I feel bad for that kid.
Yeah, but it was all his fault. It was all his fault. Did you do anything wrong?
No.
So
you don't have anything to feel bad about then.
Yeah, why do you feel bad? If he did it to himself.
Okay.
Right? And that's the way you have to look at those situations. If you had done something to him, even if you looked at him cross-eyed, okay, bad example there. But if you, and that's all you did, and then he pushed you, right? It's still his fault. It is not your fault. No. So please, we have one guy there at the Toy Train Depot that does the same thing. He will take something on personally, even though he didn't do anything wrong.
Yep.
But he takes it on as he did something wrong, and now he feels upset, right, that he did something wrong. And I have to keep telling him over and over, what did you do? Nothing. Then why are you taking the anger on? All you're doing is wasting your own energy on something you don't need to waste your energy on. Waste it on something else, not accepting it onto yourself and making yourself feel bad. That's the worst thing in the world you can do. There's plenty of other things you can feel bad about, okay? That's not one of them. You still have a good attitude, Alfonso, okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you just have to, those kinds of things, you have to shake them off.
You brush them off your shoulder like water off a duck's back.
Exactly. Kate and I, we think a lot alike. We really do.
Most of the
Get on
time.
the same pages.
Now, being vision impaired or your experience being bullied because of your disability.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm getting a good laugh off of that one.
Do you want me to take my nap now?
No, I'll make it short and brief.
Thank you.
Yes, I have been bullied many times because of my vision loss, mainly because people think I'm giving them dirty looks when I'm looking at them. And so they will yell and scream and cuss me out because I can't see. We had a situation at the depot where a special needs child and his father came in, and the child, due to his disability, was throwing a little bit of a fit, and the father said no trains. Well, I didn't know he was talking about not purchasing a toy. I thought he was talking about not riding on the train today. And so when he went for a train ride, we went ahead and parked the train because I thought he told his kids there was going to be no train ride that day. That is not what he was saying. But I couldn't see that he was pointing to the model trains on the shelf. He was not talking about the train outside, and I couldn't see that. And so his wife called and was cussing me out because I didn't let her son ride the train, therefore I was discriminating against him, which was not the case, but it was a big misunderstanding because I couldn't see what he was talking about. So in that case, I got bullied by the mother because of my vision impairment that she didn't know I had because I don't use my cane at work. So see, there's another example of why it's really important to use your accessibility tools when given them.
Yeah.
Because other people do not know that you have a disability all the time unless you make them aware of it.
Right.
Like my visual disability is in my brain, not in my eyes.
Right.
So unless you know me well enough, I look like I can see.
Right.
So if I'm not using my cane, people can't tell that I can't see, right, Phil?
Right.
So I have to be really careful in making sure I use my accessibility tools as they're given to me and that I take advantage of that. Because if I don't, how are people going to know? You know?
Exactly. I had to learn that years ago, back in 2010, 2011, when I got put in with the Commission for the Blind. Because I was not aware that my vision was really bad.
Yeah.
I was not aware.
Yeah, it's really important for people with visual impairments or any disability to know that when you are given any kind of accessibility features, whether it be audio, whether it be a cane, whether it be Braille, whether it be whatever, take advantage of those things and use them.
Exactly.
It not only helps you so that you can be more independent and self-sufficient, it also lets other people know you have a disability, and it helps them to be able to work with you better.
Exactly.
People cannot help you unless you make it aware that there is a problem.
Right. But, you know, I'm going to tell you this. There are times I know some individuals, they're afraid to disclose their disability.
Yes, there are a lot of times I'm afraid to disclose my disability because of reactions from people.
Yeah. And I can see why, because they're afraid of being discriminated or being rejected or not getting hired on.
Right, and I get scared of the same thing.
Yeah, and that I can understand. I could understand that. I could understand why. And therefore, in that sense, it's always best to be with an agent, like Commissions for the Blind. We'll have a job coach go with you to an interview.
Do you know why? Okay, this is my opinion, but do you know why people discriminate and are prejudiced against people with disabilities? It's the same reason they discriminate and are prejudiced against anything else. They're afraid of what they do not understand.
Exactly. And also employers tend to discriminate because they think, oh, we have to make accommodations. That's going to cost so much money that we can't afford it. It can be disrupted.
Right. Yeah, they're afraid of something they do not understand. Therefore, they're fearing things that aren't an actual problem.
Right. Right.
They don't know the truth behind it. So they approach it with fear.
Right. oh, oh, this person's a liability. She's gonna be tripping and falling everywhere.
Right. But see, you
Yeah.
and I know that just because you're visually impaired doesn't mean you're going to fall all over the place.
Right.
That's a common misnomer with visual impairment. People
Right.
think we're always walking into walls and running into things and falling off of stuff, and I don't think that happens very often as long as
No.
you're using your cane like you're supposed to.
Right. Well, I don't hear too many stories of a blind person falling while using their cane.
Unless they're not using it properly.
Right. Well, then that's a different scenario.
My husband is sitting over on the couch going, because he remembers an incident back in 2018 when I was with the Blind Center here in Alamogordo, and I was running to catch up with my group, and I wasn't using my cane properly, and I walked right off of a curb and broke my foot in several places.
Oh my God.
Because I wasn't using my cane right.
Yeah.
So he was getting a good laugh off of that. He's like,
Yep.
That'll teach
And
you.
well, I tell you what, where I work at now, I'm not the only blind person at my store where I work at.
That's good.
Now we have another girl who's blind, and she doesn't like using her cane. And I try to explain to her many times she needs to. And she has tripped and fallen all over the place.
Yeah, I didn't use my cane very much at work, and I kind of paid for that several times. So
yeah.
I can't see you very well, Phil, but I can tell you're nodding your head.
I ain't saying a word, not a word.
Yeah.
No, there were several times when I almost got hurt because I wasn't using my cane at work. So, anyways, the key thing behind that is if you were given a tool, use it.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. Magnifier.
Yep.
Anything.
I understand being afraid of discrimination and all of that, but the thing is, if you're getting hurt on the job or you're getting hurt at school because you're refusing to use the tools you've been given, that's just going to make people discriminate against you even worse, because now you're making a fool of yourself.
Right.
Whereas if you just use the tools, you look as independent as anybody else does.
Right.
And then they have less to worry about.
Exactly. You know, I remember when I was in high school in Alamogordo, I used to talk about the toy train depot a lot when I, like in the 10th grade, 11th grade. I had one kid bullied me. He told me, quit talking about the toy train depot. And then I remember he made me so upset. You talk about it one more time, I'm gonna go over there and set the place on fire.
Oh goodness!
Yeah.
I'm glad he didn't go through with this strike. Gosh.
Right. Because I reported him.
That's crazy, Alfonso.
Because he wanted to set the place on fire because I kept talking about it. And got bullied.
No, it's a good place. It's a really good place. I'm really glad that he didn't go through with that threat.
I know. I would have been disappointed. And then he would have been in serious trouble.
It's a really good place, and it does so good for our community. We have visitors from all over the world that come over there and get to enjoy the train history and get to see the trains move around, and
yeah,
kids love it and parents love it, and it keeps their kids occupied for a while so they're not into trouble. So
exactly.
It teaches and it's entertaining at the same time.
Kate, did you hear about the woman from China that came through?
Kind of.
We had a person from China with her family. She is visiting the United States and she's visiting all of the different railroad museums in the United States. So she's already seen a few of them before she got to us. She gave us the greatest compliment I have ever heard. She ranked us in her top 5.
Wow.
All of the different museums that she has seen so far in the United States. Now that's saying a lot for us, being as small as we are and as remote as we are, not being near a large city.
Right.
But to get a compliment like that from a foreign person from a foreign country, I think that's a great compliment to not only all of us there at the depot and as much work as we've been putting into it. So that gives credit back to Kate for what she has done to get us to that point and to keep us at that point, and also the board of directors that keep us up and running and all of the volunteers there. We took that. We couldn't believe that she said, yeah, definitely in the top 5 as far as a museum, a train museum is concerned.
That is
fantastic, that's amazing.
Phil. That's awesome.
That's amazing. Yeah. In fact, Phil, you should be getting some 3D prints from Las Cruces.
Did you send me some more? What am I getting?
Braille labels.
What kind of labels?
Braille.
Oh, on what?
Like model railroad scale.
Okay.
Like HO and like all in Braille.
What items? Oh, you're not going to tell me what items. I know what you're doing. You're going to leave it as a surprise.
It's just a label. Just a label what I send you.
He's sending you the labels so that you can put on the items, Bill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like you've been sending to me like the rails and other items like that.
No, it's just a label with Braille on it, and then you stick it on the item.
Okay. Well, that'll make it good.
Right, Alfonso?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I wanted to make sure I understood you correctly.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Kate.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, so it's going to come from Las Cruces.
Yeah. Why do you send it through Las Cruces?
Because that's the closest. The library there in Las Cruces, the closest.
They print them and then you have them send it to me.
Yes. Yes.
Now, I may tap into you in 3D printing. Supposedly, we are getting a 3D printer from one of our board members, and she's ordered it. And so,
awesome.
So theoretically, we'll be able to start printing. So I may tap into you for some of your designs.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
That you got there on the special file types. So I may be calling you on that when I see it. I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's coming.
Awesome.
That's what I think.
Yeah, because it's gonna change model railroad. I'm gonna show you what I 3D printed. Had 3D printed recently.
Oh, what we got there?
In a motor wheel car, HL scale.
Oh,
that's Braille.
Okay. Oh, a TTX. Okay.
Yeah. TDX.
I know what a TTX is, yes.
Trailer
in a motor. Car. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So that whole car was 3D printed?
Oh, yeah. The coupler, too.
Oh, but the wheel.
Except for the wheels.
The wheels, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
I bet you're going to put metal wheels.
Well, obviously. Turn it upside down for me. Show me the truck there in the camera. Come on, get it back to the camera.
This is the truck.
There we go.
3D printed.
Yeah, there's the trucks. Oh, okay. Oh, I
Yeah.
see what you did. Okay.
Yeah. The
Did you
trucks.
print both? Did you print both trucks at the same time, or did you have to do
Yes.
them separately?
You can print them all together in the print bed.
So because they're so small.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's the flexibility in getting the wheels and the axles into the truck itself? How's that flexibility?
They're pretty flexible. They're pretty sturdy, but they are kind of hard.
That's the good part. But if the
Yeah.
plastic is really hard and it doesn't bend, that makes it really hard to get that wheel in.
It is kind of hard, but it's doable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Flat tip screwdrivers, right?
Yeah. And I'm gonna
I
show
know
you
that
my.
trick. You know I use.
This is my Gunderson twin stack. Let me get this
There
in
you
focus.
go. Okay. Now
It's
does
also-
that just say? Okay, it says the 40-foot. Do underneath there?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
put the scale on there also
Yes.
in braille?
Done.
Do you put the
Yes.
scale in there?
Yep.
Okay.
Let me show you right here. HO scale.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's where you put the. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
When,
See.
when someone that can't see and knows
They-
braille,
Yeah.
that they can actually touch it and feel it and says, okay, this is
Yeah.
this scale.
And then over here it says twin stack. Twin stack.
Oh, okay, twin stack. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I
And this
understand that.
and this is the container
Yep.
that goes in.
There you go. Okay. All right.
Nicely done, Alfonso.
Yeah. Which I could also send you the STL file.
Not yet.
And you heard the trucks.
Right. When I see it, then I'll be contacting you to get that file, the STLs.
Yeah. Now the trucks, what I did, as you can see, I had to make it a little bit thicker than these because the frame had to be a little bit thicker.
Okay.
Because this was a little too thin. This would break upon opening it to get the wheels in.
Okay.
So this one worked out better.
Okay. Yeah, and that's why I was asking you how flexible the truck is to get the wheels in, because it has to be semi-flexible, but not so flexible that it bends out and never comes back.
Yeah, it depends how thin you print. So you don't want to print anything too thin.
Right.
Because then
Especially
it's
for a
gonna
truck.
break apart.
Yeah, that doesn't help you at all, right?
No.
Okay. All right.
As you can see right here, I made it where it's easy to put the wheels in and easy to lubricate.
Oh,
Too.
okay.
We stick the needle through
Okay. Right.
to lubricate.
Right. They have to be able to spin,
Yeah.
freely spin. They got to be able to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
That's really neat,
And-
Alfonso.
As you can see, I put
really
some
nice
little
job.
tiny washers in between to get it centered
have to.
properly.
Right.
Properly.
Being in plastic in there, you have to have it so it swivels.
Yeah. Yes. But the wheels itself, as you can see on the sides, there's like washers on the side of the wheel in between the
Okay.
truck frame to get it centered.
Right.
Otherwise, it's gonna
Okay.
the axle's gonna shift side to side and cause derailment.
So why would you want to do that?
So this,
Cause a derailment.
you're right. You don't want that. So it took me a while designing them and testing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of that too. But if you've
Yeah.
already got the design, that makes it
Yeah.
easier.
Oh yeah. And the way I designed it to work for a small printer, I had to split it into parts, as you can see, like a dovetail fin
Ah,
to put it together.
right.
Because sometimes the STL file may not fit on the print bed, so you gotta split it on the
Okay, I'll
slicer
remember
stuff.
that when I get to it.
Yeah, but I'm very happy the way these came out. I'm very happy.
HO is tough to do. I'm sure O is
Yeah.
a lot easier to work with.
Yeah, but here's the thing you want to keep in mind. A card like the HO scale, it will take like 4.5 hours to print, basically.
Okay.
4.5 hours.
Well, that's not too bad.
Right.
I'll just print overnight is what I'll probably do.
Yeah. It depends on the model. Like for O scale, yeah, you're looking around 13 hours
Yeah.
or more. And what here at my local library, I'm gonna say that they have like a time limit of 5 hours
Okay.
that they'll print stuff for you.
So how do you print the bigger stuff?
I would send them to Ohio, c3d.org.
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna tell you something. That takes about 6 to 9 months to get it back.
Oh. So if it's too big if it's going to take more than 5 hours, I better not want it right away.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Something that's gonna
Most of the time.
something that's not gonna
Stuff.
something that's gonna exceed the size of your print bed of your printer.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't want to keep that in mind.
I think the one that she got, the person I got, I think she got an 18 by 18 by 18
Inches or
inches. Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah,
size.
I think she got the bigger size. Enough so we can do at least HO in there.
I'm pretty sure you could do O scale there.
You think I can get away with?
O scale,
At least-
yeah.
Might be pushing some of them.
Because I know a 40-foot box car in O scale is like 10 inches.
Well, I might be able to do O scale stuff then too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like say I printed couplers for HO.
Yeah,
Like let me show
that
you.
one I want. That STL I do want for sure.
Yeah.
For the couple.
Yeah, I got these right here. You see, these are the HO. I got extras.
Do they stay coupled pretty good?
Oh, definitely. Yes. Yes.
You know.
Even though they're a little bit oversized than the traditional.
Which is the KDs.
Yeah. They might be a little bit bigger than the
There's
KDs,
not
but
a spring. There's not a spring on them. So to put them together, do you got to slide them from top to bottom? You slide them together rather than pushing them together.
you gotta slide them up and down. Yeah.
Okay. So
Because they're non-operating.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta slide them together, up and down.
Is it possible? Have you tried this? Have you tried putting your plastic ones, connecting them to KDs? KD
I don't have
couplers?
any KDs. I don't have any
You
KDs,
don't
but
have
I tried with the
KD couplers?
no, because the originals that I had before that came with the HO sets, the
Right.
cheap plastic ones, like the Bachman.
Oh yeah, but they're not KDs. Those are hooks.
Right.
Those
Right.
were the hooks. They weren't the KDs. That
No,
would be. Do you know anybody who, around you, that would have a KD car?
no.
What? You don't know nobody else? Are you the only trained person there?
Yeah, just my friend does N scale, and I'm the only one in my area.
Well, you got to get out more.
Yeah, I wish.
You
But-
got to find another train guy who would have an HO. Is there any clubs around there?
Not near me. They're like on the far west side of the metro.
I'm going to have to send you an HO car with KDs
Yeah.
on them.
Yeah, I would like to. I would like to have a sample of the KD couplers because I looked online, and
Right.
they're like $45
Yeah,
for
I
a
know.
pack.
For a pack of them, and that's not what you want. What kind of
Right,
car? What kind of HO car do you want? If you have to select all the different types of HOs, it's a car. So in other words, it
Right.
could be what would be your favorite one? I have a pretty good supply of them.
Man, I like flat hopper cars, flat cars.
You want a flat car?
Yeah, and a hopper car.
A flat or a hopper? I'll send you a hopper.
Yeah, a hopper, like the
I'll
grain.
send you a hopper.
Yeah, like
Okay,
you know the one for the grain, to transport grain.
Yes,
Yeah,
not a problem.
Yeah.
I will put that together. Okay.
yeah. Like let me show you one of my hopper cars that I fixed.
Okay.
I just fixed recently.
Okay.
That was broken. This is my kind of hopper cars.
Oh, yeah.
The
Okay.
grain.
So that's a neuro hopper, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 4-bay hopper, and it's
Yeah.
the covered one. So you want it covered?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
want it covered?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll send you
I
one.
like a class. I like a classic cover hopper car.
Okay. No, that's
Yeah.
not classic. That's modern day.
Yeah,
But they didn't used to be covered.
yeah,
Okay, but
Yeah.
that's a covered. Okay, a covered
yeah,
hopper. Okay, I will
Yeah,
find
this
one.
is-
And I will send one to you.
yeah. This is the trucks that I 3D
Right.
printed as well, and the coupler.
Okay, because what I
Very
want
nice,
to do.
Alfonso.
It's
Yeah,
test.
another great job. Another great job.
Yeah.
But what I'll do is I'll send you one, and
Right.
and then you can see if it hooks up to that one specifically,
Right.
right? Two hoppers
Right.
together to see
Right.
how the KD works with your printed one, and if it stays together as you run it.
Right,
Right?
right,
Okay.
right.
We're on the same page, my friend.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I would definitely like to compare my 3D printed with the KDs.
Exactly. And that's exactly what we want to do, and make sure that they're compatible with each other.
Right.
That's where my concern would be. Are they
Yes.
compatible together? If they are, that's fantastic. If they're not, you
Yes.
gotta change the mold. You'll have
Yes.
to change your mold. I'm not changing KD.
Oh no, no. That's why I'm testing. That's why I'm testing.
Yes. Okay. It's a deal. I will find
Yeah.
you covered hopper, modern style
Yeah,
car. Not a problem.
like this is another style too. A couple of
Yeah. Okay.
and I'll tell you what, and it still works with them. This is the most
compatible to
common
each other.
universal.
Exactly. And that's what
Yeah.
else should be universal, that they are able to go together like that. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not a problem. Not a problem.
Very
Down
cool,
knuckles.
Alfonso.
What was that, Kate?
I said very cool, Alfonso.
I know.
thank you.
Is that two different STLs then?
Yeah, different STL. You can have
Okay.
different STL.
Okay.
And now this is a different one.
I don't like that one.
It's
That's a
it's
hook.
universal.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
the
made
hook.
with
Those are terrible.
yeah.
Terrible. Now we're talking Bachman. Throw them away.
Yeah. Bachman,
Put it in.
yeah.
I change those as fast as I get them. If I
Yeah,
like the
definitely. Definitely.
That is
Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you, man. This is why I don't like
terrible.
those cheap Bachman couplers.
Yeah, the Bachmann couplers. Yeah, no.
I mean, they break.
Get rid of those. If I like the car, I'll keep the car, but I'll get rid of those.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't have some. Now
I'll
this
talk
one.
to you when I need those STLs.
Yeah. Now this right here is an adapter that will work on the truck mounting
Oh, okay.
for the truck mount.
Okay. There you go.
Like for the older Lifelike
Yep.
or the old Tycos that
Yeah.
have truck mounted couplers. Now
Right.
these will work too.
Yeah, as long
You
as
see-
they work together, that's the important thing. And
Yeah.
they hold. That the important
yeah.
part is holding.
I mean, these hold up pretty darn well.
Good. Good.
Especially with my G scale. Ever since I got all the 3D printed couplers, they
Yeah,
hold up
yeah.
pretty darn well because they're pretty
That's
strong. Now the only thing, when you print these, you want to print them at the highest resolution possible to make them stronger.
Okay. Okay.
Because my library prints them at a medium resolution, at a low resolution, which is meant for the larger stuff. But for the smaller scale, you want to use the finer resolution. Because
Okay.
a low resolution, these will break if you drop them, a car.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. But normally they don't break it. They don't break out easy. But if it falls off the layout onto the floor, yeah,
Right.
then it will eventually break.
And
But-
we know that happens just because it's a mechanical device.
Yeah. Yeah. They break eventually if it falls off from a high point.
Yep.
But other than that, under normal circumstances, they wouldn't break.
Okay.
Not very easy.
Okay.
That's one thing I like
Okay.
about 3D printed couplers because
may
they
have
work
to
better than the
remind-
original.
To send you that car. May
Yeah.
have to remind me.
Yeah.
We get so much stuff I got going on all over my desk. Kate
Oh,
knows.
no, I
The
hear you.
last 2 weekends we have had 4 different holidays in the last 2 weekends.
Wow.
We had Train Day, we had Mother's Day,
Cinco
we
de
had
Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, we had May Day, May 1st.
Yeah.
That's 4 the last 2 weeks. 4 different
Wow.
holidays.
Yeah, that
Trying
has
to
been
keep
real
up
busy.
with all of that, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I almost forgot about your if you hadn't sent me that email today, I wouldn't
Right.
be on. I would have
Right.
forgot. You know,
Right.
I said I needed a break.
Yeah. I hear you, man. Yeah.
See, you
Now,
left it a good
like-
time, Kate.
Yeah. And then,
Poor Kathy
talking
was
about
crazy.
3D.
He was exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm
Now, 3D
sure.
printing. Now, what is your experience so far with 3D printing?
None.
How about you, Kate?
I have absolutely no experience with 3D printing. I don't even know what one looks like.
Right.
I got a
Like,
picture of it. But I know
I have never seen a 3D printer. I have never used a 3D printer. I know nothing about them other than the products that come out of them. That's the only thing I know about them.
but you have seen the products that come
Yes,
out of
I
it.
have seen the product. Well, I'm going to say I have felt the product.
felt the product.
multiple occasions.
Oh, picky.
I have
Okay.
felt the product on multiple occasions. So yes, there's some really neat things that come out of 3D printers.
Now the stuff that I said a while back to you guys, has it helped you in any shape or way or form? The 3D printed stuff?
People are really interested in it. They're not wanting to buy it necessarily, but they like looking at it. It's very unique.
Wow.
we get a lot of compliments about it going, what is that? And I say, we have a gentleman in Colorado that is legally blind that brails out 3D printed items for us to sell in the store. And they said, that is really neat. Tell him thank you. So we have people that are interested in it that think they're very unique items.
Right.
They get a lot of people talking about them more than anything.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's what I've observed.
See, I don't see that part because I was never up there in front where Kate was.
Well, I was
Right.
always up front, so.
Exactly. So that's why you can comment on that. And I can't
Yeah.
because I don't know.
Because like I said, I'm trying to make model railroad accessible.
And that's
Like-
that's what I share with people when they look at the Braille items. I go, this gentleman is trying to make railroading accessible for all people, no matter what their interest level or their disabilities or anything else. So, that really captures people's attention.
Wow.
So
That's
it's
great.
working, Alfonso. It's working.
Yep, it's working. You're getting the word out.
Finally. Yeah. Like I know I got the rail spike 3D printed.
Yep. Yep.
It's in Braille too.
We've got those. You sent them to me.
This one has Braille as well.
Yep. That's the one you sent me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
might
because,
just have to purchase a Braille whistle or something, just so that I have a souvenir to take back with me to Oregon.
I've got one on my desk, a whistle.
Oh, do you?
Well,
I might get that
I
for
haven't
you.
put out. I'll save it for you, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
well, I'll see if I could get some more printed. It just takes time.
Right. But she's only going to be around for another couple of weeks
Right.
before they move. So I have one. I have a whistle. I can get her real quick.
Okay.
Thank you, Phil.
Not a problem.
Yeah. And in the meantime, I'll try to get some more printed. Then
Okay.
send some your way. In my opinion, how has 3D printing, in your opinion, how has 3D printing changed in the model railroad world? I want to hear your opinion. How you
In
think
my
that?
opinion, okay, so let me reword this and make sure I understood you correctly. In my
Yeah.
opinion, how has 3D printing changed the model railroading world?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say 3D printing has helped to improve the way people can use different devices for their model railroading. No longer do you have to sit there and strain your eyes to see little pieces and parts. It's tactile now, so that you can feel it and put it together manually without having to look at everything. So
Wow.
it's easier to touch and feel and see with your hands, and not only is that good for a person with visual impairment, but it's good for children with disabilities that are interested in model railroading, like let's say someone with autism or Down syndrome. It gives
Yeah.
them something that they can tactilely feel and they can hold in their hands as a real world object, so that they're
Right.
participating in their environment. And that
Right.
is really, really important, that we get kids participating in their environment, especially kids that normally wouldn't take part in those kinds of activities.
Exactly.
3D
Exactly.
printing allows children to participate in the model railroading world with the adults.
Definitely.
That's my opinion.
Yes. Because, you know, I've been uploading all my designs on Thingiverse.
Uh-huh.
It's a site where you can find so many STL files for 3D printing.
Okay.
So I've been uploading all my designs on Thingiverse.
I don't know that it's what you expected to hear, but that's what my opinion is on it. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That's great. Wait, now, Phil, what's your opinion on 3D printing? How do you think that's going to change the model railroad?
I think the way, in my opinion, right, how it's going to change it is that when someone comes up with an idea, no matter what the idea is, and they can't find that ideas out in the internet world, that it gives them an opportunity if they can put an STL file together to make that particular item. A good item that we just came across was, what is the painting scheme for an old style Victorian house?
Right.
Okay. Go ahead and look at that in the real world. Right?
Okay.
How many Victorian houses do you see? I looked it up on the internet. You know what I ended up with? A dollhouse.
Yeah.
I ended up with a dollhouse in the Victorian style.
Right.
That I could figure out what the paint scheme was for. Because we have a model of a Victorian house, and it's all purple.
Right.
In HO, okay, that's the good news. Now, how do I paint it? The only
different color filament. There's different color filament.
And that's how you would do it with a 3D printer. But then, okay, so I can build, rather than trying to find a HO model of a Victorian house,
right?
I can actually make a Victorian house through an STL file.
Right.
Right? And then either change the filament to fulfill each of the parts with the different colors.
Right.
Or put a base color on there and then put some paint over it.
Right.
But that gives me that flexibility of, I don't have to settle, oh, well, this is close. You know?
Right.
This gives me, I have an exact Victorian house, or I have an exact of this building. I are exact of that building. I need a service station, old style service station. Well, go ahead and try to find one. But if I can build one through 3D printing, wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
And that's where I see where 3D printing is to help with the buildings. You can actually make a car that you want.
Right.
And it's going to be a sturdy car. It isn't going to have to be a Tyco car.
Right.
Right? Or a Bachmann car.
The cars that I print, they're much sturdier. They're much sturdier.
They're much sturdier. They're going to last longer, and they're going to look great.
Yeah. So because look how thick this container is.
I know. Go ahead. You can throw that through a window, and it will break the window. But that's what my point is I can then design the car exactly that as it was in the real world.
Right.
I can make a model of it on HO, and I'm going to have that on my layout rather than, I don't know if I can find this car out there. I want one that is decorated as UP, and all I can find is CSX.
Right.
Well, I don't want CSX. I want UP.
Right.
Right.
Keyword is you can throw it through a window. That doesn't mean please do.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Don't actually throw it through any windows, okay, Alfonso?
I won't. Yeah. Good evening, Troy. I see your head sticking in there.
Yeah, I see.
Have you ever met Troy?
No. Hi.
Alfonso, this is my husband, Troy.
Hey, Troy.
Hey. No,
how are you?
I'm doing all right. I just stepped over here because I'm the model builder at the museum. So when
Wow.
it comes to 3D
Yeah.
printing, it would be very helpful in what I do.
Yes.
Because right now I'm building something out of nothing.
Scratch.
Right. Scraps,
Pieces
yeah.
of plastic, pieces of cardboard, whatever I find to use, and I'm building structures, landscape, towers, whatever I need. Where if I have
Right.
a program in the computer, I can print them out as much as I want.
Right. Like unlimited possibilities. Limitless
Yes.
possibility with 3D printing.
Your
Yeah.
imagination is your limit.
Mhm.
Right.
And for like our layouts, we're trying to build some exact buildings that we have in town. You can't buy
Right.
that, but if we can program it to 3D printer, we
Right.
can make exact copies of anything in town.
Right. Exactly. Just getting like the blueprints,
Hmm
files, and
Yep.
all that. You can then convert it to a special format, to SVG, to convert to STL.
hmm
That's it. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There-
So,
I'm more in the model car world than anything, but there are people that have set up companies that 3D print vehicles that are so out there and modified that takes
yeah.
hours for somebody to do, but you can now buy them.
Right.
There's
Right.
no reason the railroad community can't do the same thing.
Exactly.
I agree. I agree. Because there's so many STL files out there online on the thingiverse.com. There's so many HL, so many in scale, so many O scale. You could download them free
Exactly.
and modify STL. It kind of like, I call it like digital kit bash.
There you go.
Digital
Yeah.
kit bash, where you can modify the file, add your own text to the print. You can do so much.
Exactly. Well, I think we spend our hour up there, Alfonso.
All right, I want to thank you. Okay, I want to thank Kate and Phil for coming up with me. Kate, I want to wish you luck on your future endeavors. Thank you for coming up with me on panel, and wish you the best. Wish you to become successful wherever you go.
Thank
I
you
think
very
you're
much.
right.
You have a great evening, Alfonso.
You too.
Good to see you, Phil.
All right. You too.
See you, Kate. I'll get you
All right.
next episode.
All right, sounds
All right.
good.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you. Bye bye. Till next time, I'm Alfonso, and have a good day.